Hey, this is Faye, and today we've gone a bit abroad. The Azim Steppe is a huge zone that clearly got shown a lot of love from the development team. And I was asked if I couldn't make my next relaxing lore tour be about this area. And of course I can. The Azim Steppe is located east of Ilsabard and west of Doma, west of Hingashi, and it's bordering Yangsha, Ruby Sea, and the Burn. It is even way bigger than this map indicates, and it houses more than 50 distinctive tribes of Sela, most if not all of them nomadic in nature. The lore book has a lot of info that you might not have heard through the MSQ, and some of it is pretty interesting and shows just how much thought they put into designing this place. Normal disclaimer applies, not English native speaker, me do foreign words very well, yes. Adding to that Sela names are a nightmare and the law book has teeny tiny writing. I mean, what is this? Is this size 7? What is this? Balancing this beautiful brick of a book behind the mic while I read leads to some pretty awkward passages read aloud at times, and I'm sorry you'll have to live with that. Otherwise, just feel free to kick up your feet, relax, and enjoy while we take a relaxing tour of the Azim Steppe. The Azim Steppe, the vast plains of northern Offard, are home to countless tribes of nomadic Sela. Despite conquering their neighbors to the south, the Gallian Empire has yet to demonstrate any interest in subjugating the steppe. The Sea of Blades. Some posit that this part of the steppe was named for its rolling fields of grass. Others claim that the name is in reference to the countless battles fought between tribes over lands prized for grazing. Reunion. Once a united people, the Sela were divided into over 50 disparate tribes. But by gathering here, they may be as one again. Such was the hope of the Castir when they founded this hub of trade. Nowadays, in addition to all the peoples of the steppe, merchants from foreign lands may be seen here as well. Ragil's Reckoning. Long ago, Ragil of the Castir believed that the best way to protect Reunion was with a great stone wall. However, well before work on the wall could be completed, the market was attacked and many lives were lost. In response, the Castir revised their plans and set about constructing a more modest wall that encompassed a smaller area and took advantage of Reunion's natural defenses. Kakol Ilo. Shortly after the settlement of the Kakol was destroyed by the Buduga, the weakened tribe suffered further hardship when its remaining population was decimated by disease. Ironically, some of the scattered survivors are said to be living among the Buduga. Mol Ilo. The current home of the Mol, one of the many Sela tribes that roam the Azim Steppe. Being nomads, their stay here is but temporary, and the turn of the seasons will see them strike camp in search of greener pastures for their livestock. Though quite sturdy when erected, the yurts are designed for ease of relocation. The Wound. At the base of this deep canyon is one of many rivers which flow into the One River. Sela legend tells that the Great Rift was formed long ago before the first aura was created, by the chaos brought about by a terrible battle between the Dawn Father and the Dusk Mother. The Path of the Craven. This bridge, which once extended across the wound, has yet to be restored since it fell into disrepair and collapsed. Before, it served as a simple test for would-be warriors of the steppe who must be brave enough to tame and ride a yawl. Those who crossed without trouble were deemed worthy, whereas those who hesitated or turned back were found wanting. Azim Steppe. Travelers to the steppe soon learn that many khal, or rivers, flow to the great Khat lake at its center beneath the Dawn Throne, which was also named for the sun deity. The Dawn Throne, a grand monument marking the sacred site where Azim, god of the sun, is said to have created a corporeal form of himself and become the Dawn Father. Tended and improved over the years by the steppe's most powerful tribes, it now rests upon the waters of Azim Khat and is crowned by a magnificent palace. The Bridge of the Hyrule Warriors. This modest bridge, which leads to the Dawn Throne, was named for the most esteemed brothers of the Oronir. In the event that the fortress is attacked, they are to be the first to descend from the heights above and meet the enemy in battle. On Sal Hakaya. Many khal flow from the mountains north of the steppe, and so many tribes are drawn to this region that they might take advantage of the fresh water as they graze their herds. The House of the Crooked Coin. In a celestial struggle twixt Azim and Nama, a sliver of her essence was sent tumbling to the earth below. This divine fragment hidden within the mountain cave is said to retain her power, which was harnessed once in the past to avert a terrible calamity. Moonrise. This path through the northern mountains leads onto the sacred site which houses a fragment of the Dusk Mother's divinity. Though unclear, it is assumed by many that the ascent takes its name from one of the stories relating to this relic. Chakaso. Resting within the shrine are the bones of a revered sailor woman who fearlessly faced a monstrous dragon in order to protect her people. It is customary for the tribes that triumphs in the Nadam to come here and make an offering. Seol-An, a cluster of ancient stone pillars located near Bottom's Meadow, upon each of which the songs of the peoples of the steppes are graven. Although the pillars' placement may appear haphazard, when the wind blows through them, they are said to come alive with the melodies from ages past. Bottom's Medal. In order to be recognized as warriors of the steppe, all sailor must follow the footsteps of Bottom the Brave, hero of Eld, and prove their worth by taming a yawl. The Towering Still. The winds of the steppe break upon these towering cliffs, which extend across the western edge of the region. In truth, the Azim Steppe extends far beyond this mountain range, though few outsiders have journeyed beyond and laid eyes on the lands, much less met the tribes which call them home. The Ayogya Caves. The former home of the Ayogya is said to have been created by the winds of the steppe, which bore a hole into the rock and formed the cave systems. At present, a race of elephant-like beings named Matanga have claimed them as their abode. The 101 Revelations. As the Ayogya themselves tell it, they live within the caves to make amends for the sins of their forebears, who, in their hubris, strove to subjugate all creation. As punishment, the gods unleashed a plague of enormous beetles upon them. That their children might never forget, their ancestors moved into the cave and upon its walls painted murals telling of their misdeeds. Kirel Ilo. The nature of the tragedy which befell the Kirel is unclear, but some claim that their settlement was destroyed by a group of exiles who declared themselves the Jagan. Regardless of its veracity, the tale serves as an example of the harsh fate which may befall any given sailor tribe. Doro Ilo. None know for certain why the Doro abandoned this settlement, for the tribe continues to make every effort to avoid outside contact. In recent times, however, the plateau has shown signs of unusual activity. Nama's retreat. As one journeys further southwest, he will find the grasslands gradually give way to sand and desert. Though many tribes would avoid such land, the Byron, Mayaquit, and Turgot favor them over more hospitable climes. The Dusk Throne. A grand monument marking the sacred site where Nama, goddess of the moon, is said to have created a corporeal form of herself and become the Dusk Mother. The sands of time, however, have ever disdained the works of men, and for all its prodigious size, the desert is threatening to swallow it up. Dafal Ka. In the language of the steppe, Ka means a spring, and the Dafal tribe has laid claim to this particular one. It is a rare oasis in the deadly dry climes of the Nama Desert, and travelers are strongly advised to replenish their water supplies ere they continue on. So, this concludes our tour of the Azim Steppe, but if you found this interesting, then do poke me if you'd maybe like me to read through the 50 tribes. Some of them are stranger than you might think. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you have suggestions for where the relaxing lore tours should venture next, then I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and have a really great day. Bye!